Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Tuesday. So today I thought we could do something not necessarily beauty related, and I thought I would do another share the love video. I really love doing these particular videos on my channel because it allows me to share some of the channels that I have really been enjoying either watching or listening to. I find that the world of YouTube is absolutely enormous these days. Like, everyone and their brother has a channel, right? So sometimes it can be kind of hard to find channels that are really entertaining, that have content that is interesting and unique, and something that I can hopefully a channel where I can learn something new. So I have a little list in front of me here of some channels that I have been enjoying lately, and I'm just going to tell you guys a little bit about the channel. I'll be sure to link it down below in the description box as well, so if I say the name of the channel really quickly or whatever, you can find the information in the description box as always. So okay, so I'm gonna get started. There is this channel, the name of the creator is Kylie Flavelle, I believe is how you say her name. So I think she is originally from Australia. She's an expat and she's currently living in Italy in the Tuscany region. And her videos are so beautiful. I honestly don't remember how I came across like my first video of hers. I think it was just a random YouTube suggestion. You know how sometimes YouTube will suggest things for you. A lot of times I like to click on those videos because I'm like, well, what does YouTube think I like? And sometimes they do make some great suggestions. But anyway, so she makes a lot of very interesting videos just about life in Italy, about how, you know, she ended up there, what she does for work, little things like talking about the practical things like what you need to do in order to live abroad. Simple things like how you go about getting a phone when you move to a different country. Her videos just have quite a range. One of the first videos that I actually watched was she is, I believe, currently living with a boyfriend, and she really likes to cook. She also shares a few recipes here and there on her channel also, but she really likes to cook, and so she is redoing or has been redoing the kitchen in his house, and it just turned out to be this really beautiful kind of rustic, like Tuscany kitchen, and it's beautiful. And anyway, she's a joy to watch. I feel like her voice is very soothing. She just has great visually pleasing videos, but also hearing her talk is just very relaxing. It's one of those types of channels that if I'm feeling really stressed out, or if I just feel like I want to completely escape, her videos have helped me do that. So sometimes late at night when I'm laying in bed and I'm dead tired, but I can't quite pass out yet, I will turn on one of her videos, and it's just a great way for me to kind of decompress and chill out. So if you're into that kind of stuff, check out Kylie Flavelle. Again, it'll be listed down below. Okay, the next channel is actually a home design channel. The name of the channel is House of Valentina. Valentina is the creator. So this woman, I guess, is both a like interior stager and I think realtor down in Georgia. And I originally came across her videos because I was looking up like French country design style type videos, and she popped up. Now, her style now is not really my personal taste. She does do a lot of like she has like walls that are painted black in her house type of thing, you know. She has more of like a modern take on like a French country type of vibe now, which is not what I love. But What I have found really enjoyable about her videos is that she just has an insane amount of energy and comes up with really great videos where she is actually showing you how to do different things like refinishing furniture or DIY projects for maybe like a giant DIY piece of art for your home or something like that. So she just does a really great job of kind of breaking down design principles and kind of giving some neat ideas for different projects that you can do on your own. There's just, there's a lot of interesting content on her channel that is related to the home, and I feel like over the last few months, pretty much all of us have spent a lot of time at home, and we have probably been looking at different areas of our home and thinking like, oh, I should fix that up, or I should fix that. It's been broken for a while, or I think I want to switch things around over here. I just feel like these different like home design, home cleaning, like cleaning motivation type videos, those have been really appealing to me as of late because they have given me the little bit of a boost to finish the projects that I have been wanting to do around the house. So anyway, Valentina is great at sort of inspiring me to get moving and maybe looking at things a little bit differently, or thinking like how I can take one object that I think is just kind of okay and figuring out how to tweak it to make it something that I really love type of thing. So anyway, Valentina's great for that. Comedians. Okay, so I love laughing. I think that's probably my favorite thing in life is laughter. One of the reasons that I married Craig is because he's so funny and he makes me laugh all the time. And I just think that's such an important part in a marriage. And so I really enjoy laughing. And one of the comedians that I've recently discovered, I mean, I've seen some of his stuff before in recent years, but never really have paid much attention to him, is Russell Peters. So he's actually a Canadian comedian, and he's huge. I mean, he has a huge following. So some of you are probably like, yeah, I know exactly who that is. But he is funny. When a lot of his comedy is like banter back and forth with the audience, and I've always loved comedians that do that are a little bit more interactive. Like they're not just up on stage like telling jokes. Like, he will go out and ask somebody their name and then all of a sudden just make up this like funny story in his head about this person's name and how it somehow applies to his life or doesn't. Like he's just hysterical. And what I love doing is putting on a Russell Peters just playlist of his comedy and just letting it cycle through. So that's really a lot of what I've been listening to when I've been working outside. And so I'm just, out there digging in the dirt, like chuckling to myself at Russell Peters jokes. So anyway, if you've never watched his stuff and you like comedy, I would highly recommend him. He is absolutely hysterical and you'll laugh your pants off. Okay, so there is a channel called LMN, and they have this series about hauntings. So one fun little fact about me is I am fascinated by ghost stories. I just think they're so interesting. I don't know that I necessarily believe in ghosts myself, but I haven't entirely ruled it out as a possibility either. So I just really enjoy watching ghost story videos. And this hauntings series on this LMN channel is fantastic because they have haunting stories of different celebrities. So I think I've watched the Kesha one. There's one with Meatloaf. There's, I don't know, I think this guy is like a wrestler or MMA fighter or something, Tito Ortiz, I think that's who it was. But anyway, so I've just watched a bunch of these different celebrity haunting stories, and the celebrity actually goes to the house where the haunting took place or to the film set or whatever where it took place, and this medium communicates with the ghosts, and they try to figure out like what the ghosts wanted. Anyway, it's just really, it's fascinating. If you like ghost related stuff, you know, we are coming into the fall and Halloween season, and I find myself, as we get closer to fall, always kind of being drawn to like paranormal type things. So anyway, if you're into that, check out this haunting series. There's like a ton of different celebrities. I wish I could remember some more of the names. I've watched probably like 10 of these videos now, and they're really kind of fascinating. It's interesting to see the celebrities kind of out of their like normal, you know, whether it's like music careers or actors or whatever. So anyway, next. Okay, so I do watch a fair amount of skincare channels. And Dr. Davin Lim, I've actually watched him on and off for a really long time, but I have found myself a little bit more drawn to him in the last couple of months. The reason that I think I've kind of circled around to him again is because this year when I went to go see my dermatologist for like my yearly mole check, I switched dermatologists because my last one was all the way across town. And so I have a new one now, and he's fantastic. And I feel like when I was talking to him, a lot of the stuff that he was talking about or mentioning or suggesting is very similar to a lot of the suggestions that I see on Dr. Davin Lim's channel. So I feel like in terms of dermatologists, mine and Dr. Davin Lim seem to have very similar thoughts on things. And it's interesting because I've been to lots of dermatologists in my life before, and they all seem to have slightly different takes on, you know, things. Like you would think that within dermatology, like everybody kind of shares the same opinion because it's science and whatnot, but there are differing opinions on, you know, how to treat different skin conditions and stuff. And one of the videos that I actually just recently watched from Dr. Davin Lim that I really appreciated was he did a video about fragrance and skincare. And, you know, he just kind of explained it so perfectly in that, you know, if you have a sensitivity, obviously you don't want fragrance in your skincare, but fragrance and skincare is not necessarily the devil, right? Like I always see so many people talking about like, I won't use anything unless it's fragrance free. And you know, that probably is for the best, but for a lot of people, skincare is not only about, you know, enjoying the results of the nice skin of, you know, consistently using the routine and just doing what you're supposed to with your skincare, but it's also just about the experience of doing it every single day. Like it has to be enjoyable. And I always talk about my love of fragrance, and you know, there's a lot of things that I use that don't have fragrance in terms of skincare, and I think that's fantastic, but I also have a lot of skincare that does have some fragrance in it, and it doesn't ever affect me adversely because I don't have sensitive skin. So anyway, I just really appreciated that video from him, and it was the same thing that my dermatologist said when I was there the last time. I was just kind of, I used my last appointment to literally ask so many questions. I'm sure this guy was like, all right, lady, you were here for a mole check. Like, we don't need to talk about all these other things, but I just was picking his brain and he was letting me. So anyway, Dr. Davin Lim is fantastic. There's lots of dermatologists here on YouTube, so obviously one of many, but he's one that I think just is very like straightforward, lots of good information, and he's actually based out of Australia, I believe. So, and then I have one more suggestion for you guys. I think I probably mentioned this channel before, but as most of you guys are aware, I own my own wedding floral company. I do more than weddings, but most of what I do are weddings. And a lot of you have always asked me to do videos on my channel regarding floral care or floral arrangements, design principles, things like that. You guys, I've tried to do videos like that on my channel and nobody watches them. And if I'm going to put the effort into making a video, even though truthfully, compared to most YouTubers, I don't put in the amount of effort that a lot of people do. I'm just, you know, I've always kind of been a little bit more like loosey-goosey when it comes to YouTube stuff. But it is work to do this, and I don't really enjoy filming those videos, so I'm probably not going to do a whole lot of that on my channel. However, I do have a channel recommendation for you that I think if you are wanting more information about design principles and floral care and things like that, check out Flower School. They're a really great channel, and they show a lot of different, you know, styles of arrangements. They certainly talk about how to make boutonnieres and corsages and how to make bridal bouquets and bridesmaids bouquets and everything in between, tall arrangements, short arrangements, super like natural organic arrangements, or very like contrived like fluffy wedding things. So there's just a huge range of different examples of things to do with flowers on that particular channel. It's a channel that I certainly reference from time to time myself. Leanne, who is the creator behind the channel, actually runs a floral design school. So she's just very knowledgeable, and I feel like sometimes when I struggle with different flowers, I can certainly go to the channel and I can look up, you know, certain names of certain flowers maybe that I haven't worked with a whole lot, and get a little bit of expertise maybe on something that I'm not familiar with, and then, you know, I end up doing a better job on the arrangement or the bouquet or whatever after watching the video. So I've found the channel really helpful myself, and I think for those of you that are interested in floral design, it's kind of a good place to start. Yeah, and just Leanne is very enjoyable to listen to, gives very clear, concise instructions, and the camera work, like the visuals, are always super fantastic, so you can really see exactly what she's doing. And so if you have questions about flowers, you should check out Flower School. Pretty cool channel. So, and that's what I have for you guys today. I'm going to leave it at that. There's lots of other channels that I could certainly suggest, and I'll do another one of these videos next month for you guys. Let me know what channels you are loving right now. Also, let me know your favorite comedian. Again, I love to laugh, so if there's someone that you watch that is absolutely hysterical, leave that down below for me so that I can maybe get some fresh stuff to giggle at. Because I think I've watched almost every Russell Peters like routine that is out there on YouTube at this point. So, all right, have a great rest of your day, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.